I don't have any other letters of the alphabet, it's just the L, so I'll stop right here. Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Lynn. So it is a day after Valentine's. I was planning to make this video before, but unfortunately I didn't have enough time, and yeah, I just want to talk about romance.
Romance is about the possibility of a thing. You see, it's about the time between when you first meet some fine-ass woman and when you first make love to her. Or when you first ask a woman to marry you and when she says, I do.
Before I go deep in the video, it will not be like my typical videos where I do a lot of references. I will just dive into the subtopics under this topic. And also I just want to say that I am going to be a bit biased, so do not expect me to be like what is happening on this side is going to apply on the other side. I am a fair person and I will bring up fair points, but I am going to be a bit biased. This is a video sort of like telling men to do better, to step up romantically. Like, everyone is just tired of y'all now. Do it. Step up, step it up. We're tired. We are done hearing the excuses. I think that my message to women in like a similar reprimandy way: do not say that you want romance and then you still stay with a man who's not romantic. It does not make sense, and it is pushing us back because when you accept that man and then you guys break up, now we must date him. No, either stay with him or don't accept him, move on and make it a standard. We are so sick and tired of dealing with the men that you guys left and in their minds they are okay because you accepted this nonsense. So cut it out. Last point before I start the video: I personally do not accept a partner that is not romantic. I have all my life dated people who are romantic and intentional. I know that I'm single now, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to accept anything. I'm not going to accept anything just say I have a man. You have to be romantic. And yeah, that is all I can say about that. So people are like, yeah, this is why you're single, because you want a lot. It's not a lot. Asking for romance is not a lot. I'm not asking for a freaking millionaire, billionaire, fly me to an island. Be romantic. Like, no. Not me. I am going to point out 5 most prominent, dominant complaints that boys have in terms of why they do not want to give romantically. They can give everything, but romance, it's not their thing. So this is in particular about Valentine's Day and why they do not celebrate it or are gift giving during this particular day. Maybe they are gift giving in other days. I don't know. I don't see how that works. How are you romantic every other time, but then Valentine's is like, no, you don't want to participate. Stop being so different. Stop being so edgy. We get it, edge lord. But this is what it's about. It's about this particular day not being celebrated or totally ignored by the boys who are in relationships and who are in love or claim that they are. But as soon as this day comes and this topic comes around, they are so irritable and they choose not to be participants.
Woo her, admire her, make her feel like she's the most sublime creature on earth.
Reason number 1: Valentine's Day is a capitalist holiday. Okay, so if that is the case, why are you studying so hard in order to get a better job? Why are you on Betway hoping that you become a millionaire? If you are so against capitalism, why are you doing everything you can to get a better quality of life? Capitalism rules the world. You also celebrate days like Mother's Day. You do not complain to your mom that, no, this is a man-made day, so therefore I will not buy you anything or thank you for the type of mother that you have been. Why can you not do the same thing for your partner? And it's always these little things where you just have to show up for your partner. But when it's something else, then you truly do understand that other people do need to be celebrated and appreciated. So how are you picking and choosing when to participate in capitalism, but as soon as it is your partner who is there for you, is a friend for you, you laugh with, you share all these memories with, but no, you will not get her like a single rose.
I ain't even gonna ask you on a date. I just want you to hook me up, you know. Tell me where you're gonna be so I can be there too. If you going to the market, I wanna be in the same aisle. If you're going to church, I wanna be in the back pew.
Points number 2 or complaints number 2. Romance is dead. No, romance is not dead. You are. Someone hurt you. Remember when Pindile kissed the boy, when you had asked her to be your Valentine's date already? And that was when you were 12 years old. Now everyone else has to pay for what Pindile did to you. That is very unfair. Now your partner has to deal with your broken heart. Just because you did not understand that this is part of life. You do get rejected, and just because you were rejected, it doesn't mean that everyone else has to pay for all the rejection that you have faced. So screw Pendile. I'm sorry for your little heartbreak when you were a little boy. But life goes on. Be better, be a better man, be a stand-up guy, celebrate Valentine's, and go back to the search deep, man, search deep. There is that little innocent boy that still has that magic inside of them, and don't let it die just because of what someone did years back. And don't be so hard. Like, life is very long for you to carry all this heartache that has nothing to do with the season that you're in right now. So screw Pendile, and yeah, just move on with your life and buy your girl flowers. Point number 3. I don't know if I could say it's a complaint, but there is a distinction between being raised in survival and in love. And you can see it in how people present themselves from different environments. So if you grew up in a home where it was enough to have food on the table, and your father did not give your mom a kiss, like just a peck, not something, not anything sexual, man, like just a peck on the cheek. Did not see your mom get roses. It was just important that there was food on the table, the lights were paid. As long as that was happening, that was enough. So now you go out in the world and you think that romance is something that is extravagant. Unless you are exposed to other environments that opened your eyes to what romance could be, then this is your only thought process around the day and what gift giving is. And unfortunately, it does translate in the way you love your partner. I am going to bring up something that is very prevalent. It shows up in these moments, and it is how recent apartheid is, and meaning that there are a lot of things that are a privilege to have. They are add-ons, they are unnecessary. So because of that, you will probably find that people just see romance as something that is futile, like it's a waste of time. So to them, it doesn't really add to anything. It doesn't really hold any value. So they go through life thinking that it is a waste of time and money. It doesn't help that when you get on the internet, they have these boys who share the same sentiments, and they don't ever see any reason to change. So I do understand that because we come out of these homes that were less privileged, other things were more important than celebrating love or being romantic. But you have the ability to change your mind. You have the ability to look at things differently. You do not have to be such a hard person. You don't have to be a hard person. And you don't have to be that father that everyone gets up and runs away from the room, leaves the room every time you walk in the room. Because of your energy, you're so stern and nothing of you screams love. And even when you're in a relationship, you are that way. You are just stubborn and everyone must know that you are the man. But it is okay to be soft towards your partner. You don't need to hold on to that. And that is why when you get to like primary school or high school, they have these balls, like Valentine's balls, where you get to dress up in red and white, and you write letters where you like, will you be my Valentine, will you be my girlfriend, you buy a rose, a fake rose for R5 or whatnot. It's because you need to be awakened to love. Buy the damn roses. There are a lot of things happening around us, and I feel like we need to always remember that romantic relationships are like, it is this one element in our lives that we can get to control and enjoy. We can get to have fun. We make the choice as to how we want it to be. So if you want it to be so hard and principled and you don't even get to have fun, you don't get to like run around with your partner, hold balloons, profess your love at the top of the roofs, like it sucks out the life in you, the youth in you. And to add on to that point, if you are with someone who is from a place of survival and they do not wish to change, but you love romance, and this is very critical. I'm not saying that if you don't love romance and your partner doesn't, then you need to force yourself. No, 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 no. If you are in agreement with them to say that romance is useless and we don't have to have the flowers, the bears, the chocolates, the this, then by all means stay in that place. But if you're with someone who is from a place of survival and they're complaining about being romantic, then you don't really have the power to change their minds. So think about that. And what you accept is what will continue. The last point I want to make under survival is that it shapes your mind to think that to sort of get these things or give these things, someone must be of a certain class or must be a particular way, like present themselves in a particular way. And this is why on the internet, whenever something like spoiling a woman, buying her flowers, it is always, not always, but a lot of times it is backed up by the fact that the woman is a prostitute or the woman just wants the man for the lavish things. So love is always, how much can you suffer with me? Even how much can you suffer with me first? It can be a thing, but I think that the difficulty in that is that even if you stay through the suffering, it is less likely that you will become the woman who enjoys the fruit of the labor that you put in. I'm not saying that it is impossible. I'm just saying that if someone looks at you a particular way as someone unworthy of romance, they are most likely going to look at someone else in a way that they deserve it. And this is how this whole baddie versus ordinary girl plays out. It is unfair, but it happens a lot. And if you are a person that wants romance, say that from the get-go. Do not accept anything less than that, because it is something that you're going to miss out on if you stay and this person just doesn't want to change. But you will see them change for someone else, which is very unfair. I understand that. Maybe you try that, you try talking to them, you try doing things to motivate them. If they don't want to, they don't want to, my sister. So I don't know, just leave. Just leave.
You taught me how to love. You taught me how to love.
Okay, fourth point, cost of flowers. Flowers are very expensive, da da da, yeah, I understand. But the whole flowers conversation is not always really just about flowers. It's about what do you do if you don't have the money for flowers. You can try other things. You can buy chocolates. You can buy like a teddy bear, a cup, anything that represents your appreciation and love for the person. You can make a playlist for them. You can write a letter to them showing them how much you appreciate them. You can draw them a picture. You can buy marshmallows, go to a picnic or whatnot. And I understand that some of these things cost money, but a lot of these things just need your effort, especially if you know your partner and you guys are into the same things. Hopefully, I hope so. I hope you guys are dating people who you actually like and you guys share the same like hobbies and interests. But you need to show up in a way that they will feel appreciated. So I know that you guys also complain that you don't get anything in return. I will address that soon, but I really do feel that men do need to court. You need to court, you need to initiate that romance aspects, bring the spark back. Yeah.
Why do you look so unbelievably handsome? And explain that extra sparkle in your eyes.
Because I'm looking at you.
I love you.
Fifth and last point. You guys are always complaining about reciprocation. I understand, but reciprocation needs action first. Reciprocation does not come first. It's action and then reciprocation. You cannot say that you don't buy me flowers either when a woman asks you to buy her flowers. That is not how it works. We reciprocate. So in as much as you can say, yeah, we're not equal. Y'all are the hunters. Women can want all with all of their hearts to be a part of your lives, but you get to position them. So I'm sorry, with that I cannot agree. And you cannot as a woman get someone into wanting to be romantic. You cannot romance them into being romantic. You cannot buy them the PlayStation hoping that they will finally understand that you want the dinners, you want the shoes, like even if it's from Mr. Price. You cannot do that, because someone who's not willing to show up just won't, especially a man. Yes, you can sort of ask, have the conversation. If they do not change, there is not much that you can do. But I really am asking for the boys to step up. I'm so tired of y'all listening to these like freaking incels that tell y'all that, oh yeah, if she wants that, it means that she wants you for your money. She's a gold digger. Why doesn't she plant her own? If she likes flowers so much, why doesn't she have a garden? Why does she not buy them for herself? It is not romantic, first of all. Like, if you are in a romantic relationship, the romance should be from your partner, not from yourself, because it, like, self-love is not the replacement for companionship and love, romantic love, that is. So that is absolute BS. I know Valentine's Day is over, done, dusted, but you can still redeem yourself. Buy those freaking flowers. I'm looking at the prices now. The starting price of flowers is 120 rand. And I know that it could be a lot for y'all, but still, like, make a plan. And if you don't have that plan, you can always go to a friend's house and ask to cut like roses, just 3 of them, just to like bundle them up. It's all about intention. Not everything is about money, but it's about intention, showing your appreciation in ways that your partner could understand. But don't do nothing. Redeem yourself. Be a better partner, be a better person, be a better man. Stop listening to these people who are like, yeah, you're a simp. You always like being a simp. If you're not a simp for your girl, you're going to be a simp for these bros that you know nothing about and who don't serve you anything, who don't help you with anything, who don't take you further in life. They don't even help you like with putting your CV at their workplaces, none of that. So I don't know what the whole point is, but what I'm telling you right now, do that for the person that you love, because they need the appreciation too.
This here, right now, at this very moment, is all that matters to me. I love you. That's urgent like a motherfucker.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe on my video. I will see you on the next one. Peace. Oh my gosh, buy those damn flowers.